You comment on a lot of posts. I like see you out there.
Yeah.
In the mean streets.
But I'm like trying
Yeah.
to do that. I'm not just like, you know what? Instead of Instagram, let me pop onto the good stuff.
Let me get that good. Get a hit of the old LinkedIn.
No, I'm mostly there. I'm checking my comments. I'm commenting on other people's stuff.
Hello, everyone. It's time to talk about the elephant in the room.
Hello, everyone. It's time to talk about the elephant in the room.
Welcome to Pretty Funny Business.
I'm Lauren Aquilino.
I'm Sydney Mulligan. And this is the last time we're going to be using that introduction to an episode.
R.I.P.
We're making some changes around here, people.
Hi.
Hey, how you been?
Good. It's been a while since we got together for our last podcast episode.
Yeah, it has been a while. So let's talk about what's changed. First of all, I would like to address the elephant in the room because I want to be very clear to our loyal followers that it was in no way our choice to use these Podcast Bro microphones. In fact, we tried to fight it, and we were told by people who know more about podcasts than we do that we had to anyway.
Like I couldn't raw dog my computer keyboard.
No,
mic
no
anymore.
more raw dogging like your AirPods for this podcast.
So like, no, you literally paid us to tell you what you should be doing, and so we expect that of you.
Let's talk about that, because in the past, this is our third season of this podcast, and in the past we've done a lot of guests. We've done very little to basically zero preparation for each episode, and we've just been like vibing.
Yeah. So in the future, which is now, we plan to
In the present,
bring the same vibes,
henceforth,
a little bit of a different format.
Yeah,
have a lot of fun, and
just us for now.
Yeah, vibing out.
You can see us now.
That's weird.
Hi.
That means I have to change outfits for every episode.
This episode is sponsored by Nuuly and Rent the Runway.
What else? Anything else has changed? I mean, a lot. We obviously, very obviously, are not producing this. We're very happy for our
obviously, if
new
we were producing
hired
this,
crew. Thank you.
If
You're
you
wonderful.
didn't watch our one and only video episode from season 2,
we were here.
You should go back and watch it. We were sitting in this exact spot on this exact couch several months ago. It was like
I'm gonna hope this looks different.
It was a pilot for us, you know, of like, what if we went somewhere that felt like it was very much a PFB vibe, and we recorded an episode on video, and we like bought some equipment, which was so adorable of us, because when we came here with our real grown-up podcast producers, and they were like, yeah,
thank you,
bring your stuff, that would be really helpful. So we showed up with literally packing cubes that had like Lucy cords.
It was like
and
a 12 by 12 inch.
Here it is. And they have these things. There's there's lights. There's 3 other human beings here. What's up, guys?
Love you.
They're the best. We've really bonded, had a lot of snacks together. We did bring the snacks.
That was good of us.
That was good.
We did also pick this place again.
We did.
Wanted to be
I love
here.
this place.
Pretty Funny Business Loft.
I do think that we need to clear up for some people that neither one of us live here.
We wish we did.
It would be nice.
It's beautiful.
I don't really wish I lived here because it is quite small. And there is actually no bedroom.
Well, I wish I lived here because it is quite small.
There's no bedroom and no shower.
No room for anyone else.
No, there's,
Anyway.
This is just a pure space, and we're just excited to be here. And that's Pretty Funny Business for this season, guys.
So let's
see how it goes.
Good luck. Good luck out there.
Us.
Good luck out there, little podcast. I mean, that's not the end. I'm just like literally like,
yeah,
hey,
we have more
luck.
we're going to talk about, but that's just like
help.
Everyone's caught up now. We're all on the same page. It's just the 2 of us for this season, at least for now. So wish us luck. Okay, so today what we're actually talking about is our favorite work playground, LinkedIn.
I love it there.
I hate it here. So that's how I feel about LinkedIn, but it's a necessary evil.
All of my friends are there, to be fair.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of friends, but if I do,
you have a lot of friends.
They're there.
Yeah.
Or it's kind of it's like the Instagram for work. Sort of.
Yeah. It's how, yes. I liked Instagram in 2012 when we were just posting blurry pictures of our food.
Love that.
LinkedIn is having its own evolution right now, where we are no longer just posting broetry about whatever the fuck, and now we're posting funny things. Memes. So funny. I read the funniest post earlier about the tariffs, which is not a funny topic, but just like other things we should tariff. So good.
One of them was, one of them was, and this will be a callback for our original PVs.
Our OG VIP
But
Vs.
there should be a 35% tariff tax on dogs in offices. And I totally agree.
I couldn't agree more. It should be higher, actually.
Like, if you were going to bring a dog to an office, there will be a fee. You will need a serious cage that you are both going to be working from.
You called it a cage dog. People don't like that. It's a kennel.
It's a kennel. It's a crate.
It's a crate.
How dare you? Right. Sorry.
Okay,
anyway, so
digress.
back to LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
So if your LinkedIn profile was correct, what would it actually say about you?
I'm going to tell you what skills I want to endorse you for
Okay, thank you.
on LinkedIn. I would endorse you for naps.
I'm in.
I've never met someone who can nap like you, and I sincerely mean that as a compliment. Some people are not good at napping. Like my husband is terrible at napping. He wishes he could nap. There are certainly times where he's tired in the middle of the day, but he just can't like lay down, turn
Close
his
his
brain
eyes.
off, go to sleep, and then wake back up in the same day. And you are excellent at that.
I am excellent at napping. I don't always fall asleep, but you know what? I've realized you don't really need to. We talked about this with John Miller
It's a brain
previously.
break.
There's like a 20-minute nap or a 90-minute nap, and you'll know based on how much time you have
you
until
are-
your next productive thing is going to be happening and or is scheduled.
You're a thought leader on naps.
Thank you. You know what? I think you're right. That is the one thing I have the most unique thoughts about. Nap, time, place, who, when, where,
Type,
what.
duration.
I'll tell you a lot about it. This couch, lovely. It is sort of missing a good blanket.
It needs a good blanket is essential for a good nap.
Yeah. But I say micro naps, you should take them anywhere. Your eyes are burning, you should close them. And then you're better. You're good.
Nap accomplished.
Yeah. All right. Anything else or should I give you one?
It's your turn.
I truly, in the best way, like, think your subheadline should be like, doesn't fuck around. Whatever it is, like, it doesn't matter. Your passion lies in honesty and not messing around with what you like believe or don't believe or
That's
have
nice.
opinions on. And so you're
Thank
like, so like if Sydney says something to you and you're like, that landed strange, for her, it was perfect. And
That's not always true.
that's it. Okay. Well, you can recover that. But
Okay.
sometimes it lands and you're like, you know what? I meant what I said, but
That wasn't the
didn't
nicest
land.
way for me to communicate that.
let me
perhaps.
try again.
Didn't read the room exactly
Yeah.
appropriately.
Well, let me try again.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, I'll say something actually nice about you other than just you're good at
Napping.
napping, although I do think you are good at napping. You have more creative ideas than anyone I've ever met.
Yeah, that is a complex for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we balance each other out very well because sometimes the translation from idea phase to execution doesn't happen perfectly, but
Or at all.
I would, the stuff that you think of, I would never come up with.
Thank you. I love that. You know, something else that we had to start doing, and I stole this from someone, but it's worked well for us. This is a hot tip.
Yeah.
Love this idea for 5 minutes.
minutes.
I bring a lot of things to you that are off the wall.
Yeah.
And you used to just go, no. No. Absolutely not. No. And so I just need somebody to hear it, sit with it, and even by the end of that 5 minutes, mostly I've convinced myself out of it. But sometimes I've convinced you into
And
it.
that's how we know when it's
just
a
know.
good idea.
If it survives the 5 minutes,
Yeah.
it'll go on to the next 5 days, and then we'll reconsider that.
Yeah, that was how the tattoo started.
Such a bad idea, but a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, more to come.
More to come.
That's how this podcast started.
Who's afraid?
Who's Afraid of Little Me? We actually have
should
several
be.
things coming out of EMMIE this year that I'm really excited for, but you'll never know.
You should be afraid.
You won't know until it happens.
You won't know until you know.
I think there might be something Sydney doesn't even know, but we're good.
Oh no.
So love this idea for 5 minutes. All right. I'm going to endorse you for pancakes because pancakes
pancakes.
are a skill I do not have whatsoever. And if you have pancake skills, everyone should know. Because
I love a pancake. I love to eat a pancake. I love to make a pancake.
It's mostly for making pancakes. My husband makes pancakes, and like the kids are like, if I even tried to make a pancake, and it's like the pancake's fine, but it is not great, and they're like, Mom, no, like don't even try. Like make a cereal instead, because
You know
the
what that
dad
is?
owns the pancakes.
Weaponized inconfidence.
Fine, I have better things to do. I still have to make breakfast. It's not like, well, you don't want my pancakes, then like,
Mike!
fine, you don't get to eat. No. Typically, I only even try to make pancakes if he's not in town. Otherwise, it's go-to. So I would say pancakes are difficult to perfect, and if you've nailed it, you should be awarded.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that.
Today's episode is brought to you by EMMIE Collective. EMMIE is an agency-ish, our actual business, the one with contracts, client decks, and real marketing results. Not to be confused with this podcast, which is mostly unfiltered opinions and rogue hot takes. We specialize in scalable RevOps, no BS marketing ops, and helping your team actually use the tools you're already paying for. So whether your database is a mess, your MQLs are a mystery, or your campaign queue is giving you heart palpitations, we're here to help. Head to emmieco.com to learn more.
Okay, you know what's shocking is when, like, you meet someone in real life and they're not at all
Like their
like
online
their
persona.
LinkedIn persona.
Or their like literal LinkedIn headshot.
Okay,
Like
so
you
I
don't
will share
recognize
this.
them.
I will share this story that someone once came up to me several years ago, and met me in person for the first time and said, "Lauren, wow, you look nothing like your headshot,"
Derogatory.
and did not say anything else. Like that was where the conversation ended. I was like,
That's rude.
In a good way? I'll
or a
never know.
Bad way?
I'll never know. I absolutely will never know.
Fascinating.
But there are other people that like.
That was an inside thought. Gotta keep that one in.
Oh, I thought you meant me sharing it, but no, them
No,
saying
for
it.
that person.
Yeah,
Yes, that was
absolutely.
an inside thought.
So yeah, there are other people that are like super outgoing on LinkedIn, and then you meet them and you're like, do you talk?
So shy. Yes. Like I would not have actually known this was you if you were not wearing a name tag.
Weird.
It's, I mean, much love to the introverts of our world. So much love for you. But it is
also
a
good
little
for you.
jarring
Good for you.
to be so vocal online and then just like shut down in
Good for
person.
you.
Yeah.
Also, the person who's like super shiny on LinkedIn,
Right.
and then like
America's golden child.
not so much in person.
Under the hood, turns out not
Rude.
a good person.
Rude.
Pretty unkind.
Yeah.
Not pleasant to work with.
The other third kind,
Secret
third kind is like our BFF Sanford Whiteman.
Oh yeah, who does not have an online presence?
He literally is not on
Love him
LinkedIn.
so much. He was actually supposed to come be on this episode with us, and
he's
then
sick.
he's sick.
Poor guy.
So we love you, Sandy.
But he is literally not on LinkedIn, and we all like, I guess it's subtweets because he's not on LinkedIn. Like people after Adobe Summit literally posting selfies with him that were like, oh, I met
the
myth.
Whiteman. He's a real person.
This is literally not on LinkedIn. He's like the opposite.
Yeah.
He's quiet. He's quiet on LinkedIn. Real
Quiet on
loud.
LinkedIn, so loud. He is not at all what you would expect in real life.
I
He
love
is
him.
like stylish, funny. I love Sandy. I've known him for
Casually
years now.
out, like
Yes.
Just-
like down to hang, you know? Like we saw him at Adobe Summit this year and he was like coming out to the parties and just like down to hang. We were mug leaders together for a while.
what a guy.
What a guy.
So he's proof that you can still have a huge personal brand and not be on LinkedIn.
LinkedIn
at all.
He has his own personal blog. And he is, of course, very active
And
in
also
like Slack
he's-
communities and the market.
I was gonna say, and he's been doing that since like before
a
LinkedIn was
very long time.
really even ever
Yeah.
popping off.
So
So
what I think is so funny about Sandy is that he does not put pictures of himself on the internet at all. Like his Slack headshot, his Marketo community headshot, his personal website. There are zero pictures of him. To the point where before
like-
I met him, I actually thought he was maybe like a persona.
he's
for
like
someone
no,
else.
he's like Banksy.
He's like Banksy.
He's a concept.
He's a
not
concept,
person.
but no, he's a real human being and he's lovely.
Love that. All right, so we got the people that are loud on LinkedIn, quiet in real life, shiny on LinkedIn, bad place on the inside, and then those that are not on LinkedIn at all, but also just
Really
awesome in
wonderful.
real life.
Yeah. Subscribe to our Substack, Pretty Funny Business, where we drop all the behind-the-scenes hot takes you definitely won't hear on the podcast. It's smart, it's unfiltered. Go hit the subscribe button.
Okay, so we all say LinkedIn sucks and it's kind of fluffy. Why are we on it? Anyway, like why?
That's such a great question. We live to hate it. There is good content on LinkedIn. I think before you post on LinkedIn, you should think about
before you post,
whether this is adding value to society.
Don't think too hard. Like, is this fine?
It can be adding value because it's funny.
Oh my gosh, that's my favorite thing about LinkedIn right now is like
people are being funny.
People are being funny, and then also like as creators are trying to be funny, and I'm so here for it. Not just like, oh, I'm not really going to be active on LinkedIn. Or like this isn't like something I want to like do for a while, but I love that there are people who are like, okay, I'm a creator now and I'm a funny one. And like when I see these people going for it, it makes me so happy.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I make a lot of assumptions about the general public that like are not correct. I get that. I'm like, no one reads LinkedIn posts. That's my opinion. Like I would tell you no one does it.
No,
obviously they
LinkedIn
do.
posts.
Yeah.
No one reads white papers.
Do they? How have
Stop
they
writing white papers and just instead put all of that energy into writing 30 LinkedIn posts.
Yeah. Right? Why are we doing that?
People
anyway,
the attention span to read a white paper.
So I'm not reading your LinkedIn posts.
You're not reading anyone else's posts. You're just posting.
I'm just reading my own.
This is like the way I consume podcasts, which is that I listen to this one and no others.
I read posts. I repost. I comment on. If I am commenting on your post, I have read it.
You comment on a lot of posts. I like see you out there in the mean streets.
But I'm like trying to do that. I'm not just like, you know what? Instead of Instagram, let me pop onto the good stuff.
Let me get that good. Get a hit of the old LinkedIn.
No, I'm mostly there. I'm checking my comments. I'm commenting on other people's stuff. I'm like,
you know what annoys me about checking LinkedIn is they really pump up those notifications.
I've turned a lot off.
They give you so many notifications that do not matter, but
you can
get
turn
the
those off.
Dopamine hit every time you open the app. It's like 24 new notifications. I'm like, wow, I'm popular.
When you are telling me that this other person's post is trending, but it has 4 likes,
care.
I'm like, no, it's not. Also, don't alert me that like someone else has commented on the same post you commented on.
I don't care.
Of course you did. That is how social media works.
Like, you didn't need to alert me that LinkedIn is LinkedIning.
Totally. But ultimately, our people are there.
They are.
There are some people that are there to consume content, but I am there to hang with my friends and get updates from them mostly, or like what they share, what our network is sharing. But I follow a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm there for it, but I'm not there to be like, all right, what kind of new stuff can I learn today?
Do you ever feel embarrassed when people tell you in real life that they read your LinkedIn posts?
All the time.
It's so embarrassing, which is so ridiculous because like, why are you putting any posts out there if you don't want people to read them? Obviously, they're reading them. And if someone's telling you that, it's a very good thing, but I find it horrifying.
So this was one of my favorite moments at Adobe Summit, which we came back from recently, was you and I were hanging with our friend Courtney. And I was like, you know what, guys? There's like the secret third thing for EMMIE. It's
they're not clients.
They're not clients. They're not consultants. Like they're not like, and they're not an official relationship with us.
They are just like people that want to
be in our circle. Yeah. And Courtney was literally like, they're your friends. They're your friends. And so I made this post that was like, wow, I just invented friends. Like, check me out. Inventing friendship. But someone found us. Like, they caught us out in the wild. Robin, thank you.
We love you, Robin.
We don't know.
No,
but she does. I know her from LinkedIn. She comments on our posts.
Robin Highfield.
Comment on her posts. And she's like, no, but literally, like, we're not friends.
You don't know me.
I don't know you. I don't know you. And she's like, I am your fan. That was awkward.
Deeply uncomfortable.
I was like, we're friends, Robin. We're friends. She's like, we're meeting right now. We've never met prior to this moment. We are not friends. Like, this is not a two-way relationship. This is me, like, it's okay. Mm-hmm. I am your fan. Mm-hmm. was like, okay.
I'm sorry.
That was super weird. So that is very weird as a like LinkedIn content creator to be like,
LinkedIn content creator. Oh no.
that's weird. Yeah, sorry. But if you can be, well, because you have to like check a box for someone to be able to just follow you and not connect with you.
Oh no. I did that.
You did that. So did I. And we made it official. Box was not pre-checked.
Content creator.
You're not your creator. Yeah. But it is weird when, especially when like the weirdest thing is people hesitating to introduce themselves. Like that's the worst part where I'm like, hi, several times. Hi, I'm so like, there's one moment I'm thinking of, and I don't want this person to be embarrassed, but it's not a big deal. But I like introduced myself to them because I used to be a consultant at the company that they work for. So I'm like, I know this person used to work with this one. And she's like, I know exactly who you are. I love you. I'm like, okay. Why didn't you just say hi before when we were like standing around? It's very weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, we're on LinkedIn because we feel like, one, we have to be, but two, I like it. My friends are there. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just embarrassed by everything that I do, period.
I find myself so embarrassing.
It's hard. It's hard to be me. All right, girl. Let's break down LinkedIn's greatest hits of the worst post formats.
LinkedIn's worst hits.
The worst posts of the best of times.
It was the worst of times. It was the post of times.
Okay. The hero's journey post. I was living in my car and now I'm a 6-figure entrepreneur.
These are mostly fake, right?
They have to be.
They're entirely fake.
Or I'm sorry, alternatively, I was living with my parents and now I run $1 million company. Yeah,
that's actually true.
That's what I'm
for
saying.
Anyone a company.
Until I was 22, I lived with my parents.
I sacrificed and lived with my parents.
I worked for $9 an hour, and now I do this. Like, yeah, bro,
That's
you were an
how
intern.
everyone starts out. Actually, $9 an hour is pretty good.
All right. Here's the next one. The viral humble brag. Never in a million years did I think I'd be on this stage. You love it. I can see it in your face.
I don't love it, but I do think I'm guilty of it.
It's true. You can, and you know what? You need a hook.
You need a hook.
That's the thing that sucks about these stupid
I guess it depends. Like, I feel like I am allowed to be like, never in a million years did I imagine that we would do anything successful ever. But like, Bill Gates is not allowed to say that. You know, like, I guess you got to read the room.
It depends.
I'm just a girl. And if you're a billionaire, then there were a lot of steps along the way here. You can't be surprised anymore.
Right. Okay.
You know, like my girl Taylor Swift, you know, I love her. I wouldn't die for her, but I love her. The surprise face at the awards. Like, are you surprised?
It's number 10.
I don't think so. I mean, she's just excited.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You know what? Okay, so we can
she doesn't do that anymore.
Maybe our opinionated claim will be, depending on your journey, if you're still like in your early to mid
if this is
phase,
new for you.
If this is new for you, you can say it. If it's not, stop.
Stop it.
Stop it.
You're not fooling anyone.
Okay, the fake vulnerability play. Posts that overshare for engagement.
Well, we don't know how to do anything but overshare because of neurodivergence. So I don't know.
I kind of like, well, oversharing, you know.
Where's the line?
Yeah.
That's the neurodivergence talking.
It's hard. Because I do think that you can like share your story. And I think people want to hear, like, people want to read stories.
Vulnerability, but
and they want stories.
There's certainly a line.
I want some vulnerability. Like, don't give me none.
Yeah.
But also don't tell me about
like your
menstrual cycle,
marriage falling apart. you know.
I don't need
read the room.
I don't need that.
That's like tea that I need off LinkedIn. If you do want to tell me that drama, I live for it. I want to hear it, but just like maybe slide
maybe
into
in the
my DMs.
masses. Like, you don't know where that's gonna go.
Right.
It's
still the internet.
Yes. What's the Reddit?
LinkedIn Lunatics?
Yeah. What's it called?
LinkedIn Lunatics?
No, but what's the Reddit thing called?
LinkedIn Lunatics?
No. Subreddit.
Reddit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Reddit subreddit. That's what the subreddit is called. The subreddit is called LinkedIn Lunatics.
Yeah.
I don't follow that, but I should.
I am in a different Facebook group called LinkedIn Memes for Go-Getter Teens, and it's just a lot of screenshots of LinkedIn Lunatics.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to follow that. I have heard that, like, our friend Will Aitken, he's like, it's my goal to be on LinkedIn. Like, he's like, literally when I create content, I mean, that's his brand and that's his vibe.
Yeah.
Like, he's trying to be funny to do it. But he's like, literally, that's like, if I make it there, I've done it.
You know what I actually love about LinkedIn right now is there are satire accounts.
Oh, yeah, there's some really funny ones.
Yeah, they're really funny ones that people get so upset about because they don't realize they're satire.
Yeah. Satire accounts might break LinkedIn.
I know. I love the satire accounts so much. But it's just like all of these different post formats. They're just posting it like
as if
very
it's true.
earnestly,
yes.
But it's satire.
Obviously satire. Yeah, that is going to be the one that like really sorts people into like, all right, do you get it or not?
Or no?
Do you deserve the keys to our AI machine or no? I'm going to be checking the comments on this one to sort you somewhere.
Yes.
All right, last one. The listicle of obvious advice.
You have done,
you have done some pretty funny ones, but 5 things I wish I knew before entering the workforce.
The thing about the listicle of obvious advice is it can't be obvious work advice. It has to be all across the board or it's not funny.
What do you mean? Like water yourself?
Yeah. My advice was like, you can organize your Slack channels now. You should try that. If you take 2 bottles of water to your desk instead of 1, then you don't have to refill it.
Hot tips.
I started when I need to tell my kids something, instead of telling them, I say hands in for a team meeting and we all put our hands together.
And they have to give you eye contact.
Yeah, they have to give me focused attention and eye contact for a minute. It works incredibly well.
These are all life hacks. I like that. I think that thing that I actually don't mind a good list, but it has to be actionable. Like, do not give me the top 5 things and then have me leave having read that post. Like, what a waste of my time. I just still don't know what you're trying to tell me to do.
I really, 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 really don't want 5 pieces of generic advice from ChatGPT.
No.
The world is better for not having had that out there.
Number 1, be better. Number 2,
try harder.
Try harder. Number 3,
get good.
Do better. 4, get good. Can we come up with a 5?
That was pretty much it.
Try
Start
harder.
there.
You already said try harder.
If you check those 3, then you can revisit.
We can say back to 1.
Circle back on that.
No. Tip number 5, start at number 1.
Rinse and repeat until you feel like you've figured it out.
Until you're, great.
Yeah.
These posts work because of the algorithm. Yeah. But I have no idea what the algorithm is. Someone tell us. It's a secret sauce. That's the whole point of an algo. The ones that we just talked about.
Oh. All of them?
Yeah. Like the reasons like these types of...
Oh, I thought you meant like LinkedIn broetry.
No, just like the reason that these types of like templated types work is because of the algorithm.
Unfortunately.
Right. So if you stop liking them...
Dear LinkedIn algorithm, get good.
Do better. And for us on the other side, if you don't like it...
Sorry.
No, if you literally don't physically react
engage with it.
To it, I hope they will stop.
Yeah.
It's like a protest. So if someone wants to be like, you know what, we're not doing anymore, liking the posts that start with, I used to live in my car.
Yeah.
Then we'll be done. That seems like a rude one.
What I don't like is the posts that are like, every morning I get up at 4 a.m. and I drink my green juice and then I go to the sauna.
I haven't seen these in a while.
You haven't?
I've mostly seen the ones that are like
satire.
Yeah.
Which like, it has kind of come full circle. Like people aren't doing them seriously anymore because now they're gone full satire.
Right.
I do like the satire ones.
We all like real. This is what I'm saying is we're all clowning currently on LinkedIn. There's not like the amount of content that is actually helpful. Mm-hmm. I think right now like LinkedIn is, again, I'll say it again, it's not content consumption. It's community building around like what types of things you think are funny don't funny or whatever.
Do you follow Mac Redden?
No.
From Comscore? He talks a lot about this because his company is, they call it like go-to network, where like most of your really high quality business like opportunities pipeline whatever come from referrals, which is 100% true for us. And they have like created a tool to identify opportunities in your network to generate warm pipeline. But he talks a lot about this idea of like the community on LinkedIn is so valuable for your business. Like that's why we're doing it. It's not because we're just LinkedIn PVs.
No, I have half the people's phone numbers. Like,
I don't have to be
catch
here.
me on WhatsApp. Like, why am I here?
Slide into my Instagram DMs.
Send me a meme. Send me a meme that says the same
You're in
thing.
my close friends story.
I would like for us to talk about one of my favorite clients of all time,
Yes.
who I will not name by name,
Of
but
course not.
you will know who you are.
Sure.
And you may know who this is.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. And you know what? I would like to start by thanking him because he
We love you.
really helped to launch EMMIE.
He did.
He
in ways
trusted
could
in
never have
us.
predicted.
He trusted us very early.
Mm-hmm.
He was working with a company that needed help, and I had worked with him previously, and he literally sent me a text and was like, send us a contract. Like, I want you to work with us. And it's really helped us. And so for that, I would like to say thank you.
Thank you. Also, thank you for these two hilarious moments in our shared lore.
Yes. So,
I think chronologically,
I wanted to say thank you first. But I would also like to share these two stories out of love.
Out of nothing but love and respect.
One we will have experienced together with him.
Mm-hmm.
The other we also experienced together with him, but never talked about what was actually happening.
Mm-hmm.
And so this may be the first time, if he's listening, that he knows
that we know.
That,
okay,
like,
we'll get there. So chronologically, the first event was
we were on a call. And I'm pretty sure that we were talking about like in some vein privacy issues, like
yes,
like Castle.
We need to get you guys GDPR compliant.
Yeah,
this is like our recommendation, that sort of
yes.
thing. And in the middle of the call, he's like, "Oh, you guys, I have to go. I just got an urgent text from our CEO."
This was also a team call. Like, it was not the three of us. There were
it
like
was
7
other members
people.
of his team, including his boss.
And also, I think his reports.
Yeah. He's like, "I have to go. I just got an urgent text from our CEO. He needs me to go buy some iTunes gift card." Which, as we all know, is a very classic phishing scam.
Typically for the geriatric, may I add.
Or the children. Like the SDRs are doing this. Like, oh my gosh, I'm 22 years old in my first job, and the CEO of this tech company that I work for texted me and said that we urgently need to go buy $5,000 in iTunes gift cards for a client. I actually know someone else that I used to work with that told me that this happened to one of her SDRs, and they did not know they did anything wrong until they submitted the expense report.
Oh.
And it got declined.
That is shocking.
Oh
you know, like, okay, so obviously we all, first of all, we're like, no,
Stop it.
stop immediately.
He is not texting you.
This is fake.
Has the CEO ever in your life texted you? No. He's not starting now.
I am like so sad that was before we were like recording every meeting with Fathom Note Taker. Like, I really wish we had that. I so wish that we had that. You know what though? I think maybe even that I think this happens more than we think, because we told this story to someone else, and I'm not going to say anything to give clues about who it is, but they were like, yeah, this happened to me too.
Yes.
And I got all the way to the Target checkout line because it was like gift card. It was a smaller company, and it was like gift cards for their clients for like an upcoming event. Yes. And she was like the cashier was like, are you sure? And
the thing is, if this happened to you, couldn't waterboard the story out of me.
This is what I'm trying to say, though, is that the person that we told this story to already said it happened to me too. And I'm like, so how often is this actually happening?
Too often.
Okay, so if it's you, it's okay.
This is a safe space.
I would
we think there are others out there.
We think there are others out there, but I would actually say this is not a safe space. Don't tell anyone.
Take this to your grave.
Don't tell anyone.
We understand. We see you, but this is an inside thought. Keep that one inside. Bury that in a bushel basket. No one needs to see that.
But it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's happened to others. We're sharing for you.
I would also like to share for anyone of our consultants that may be listening to this, if you ever get a text for me or Lauren.
Which it has happened.
It has happened.
I don't know how it happens.
Asking
They get
you to do anything at all. Buy anything.
Oh, you know what? I was getting texts that were like, they wanted them to change. They needed them to change their
change their payroll information
in Bill.com.
Like, oh, I need you to reconnect your bank account to this place instead of this place.
On Bill, which is like we use Bill.com, and so it was very confusing for them.
We will never text you about this information ever.
Yeah,
don't believe it. Them's the scammers.
Okay, so second
story with the same client
whom I love.
Again,
we love
so much.
They're not currently our client, but I would like for them to be our client again. Would love to work with you again so that you can give us more content to talk about.
Nothing but love and respect and content generation. We had another call that was just the three of us where we were talking about their contract renewal.
And typically this person like does sort of have a like theme to them of like doing something weird. Like oftentimes it's like, look at this gourmet breakfast I just made for myself. Like, sorry I was 5 minutes late, but I like had to shave the truffle
this avocado
over the stuff. Like, I'm like, oh, that is seriously impressive.
Go off, man.
This time specifically, I can't remember if he showed up to the meeting with a pipe already in his mouth.
Here's what happened. He kept cutting out his video. It would be like, on camera, off camera, on camera, off camera. And like, you know what? I'm not the video police. Like, be on camera, be off camera. Right. I don't care. It was just weird.
Like,
that
maybe you're
turning
sneezing.
It on and off. And anytime he was on camera, he had a fucking Frosty the Snowman ass pipe. Like, I mean, like Colonel Mustard in the dining room pipe. And I could not tell you the last time I saw a human being in the year of our Lord anywhere past what, like 1980, smoking a pipe. This is like in children's books.
And like
this is like Ramona's father is smoking a pipe.
The vibes were like that of like the Cubano men in Miami with just like cigars hanging out the side of their mouth.
Like,
exactly.
I was like chatting and smoking my pipe.
And there was like smoke was arising.
Yeah.
Like
he was
actively
smoking the pipe. And then we realized that he was cutting the video to repack the pipe, which seemed like an odd choice because why would we care about packing the pipe?
It had to get in there somewhere.
He was trying to hide that he was smoking it.
But maybe that's not what was happening. But
maybe it's not. It's the only thing that makes sense.
He would like look in it and then cut his video. Whatever, man. That's some weird stuff.
Yes, but we were just sitting there watching all of this occur.
We did not say a word. That's my favorite part.
We did not say a word about it. In retrospect, what we should have done is been like, what's going on, man?
You good?
The sun was hot that day, so what?
Actually, I think it was perfect and so funny that we didn't say anything because we got off that call and like I can't remember if like we called each other, if we got on our own call, we were just like,
was he smoking a pipe? Like Frosty the Snowman, a corncob pipe and a button nose and two eyes made out of coal.
But like I don't think I've like been on a call where someone's like vaping. Maybe secretly.
Only like once or twice. Yeah. But yeah, it's like not.
It's weird.
Well, we also say this as two proud members of our respective states' tobacco cessation and prevention societies. Since we were
no one else actually thinks this story is funny. They're just like, wow, what
because of our deep-seated anti-tobacco propaganda. If you don't know about me and Lauren, we obviously did not meet until we were we did not meet until 3 months before we started EMMIE Collective.
Yeah,
but when we were both respectively in high school in different time periods and different states, we were both part of our state's respective tobacco cessation and prevention
societies.
Listen to me.
I have been a pick-me girl since I was born.
And
you want to recruit me for your club?
A special job? For moi?
Thank you.
I would be a good spokesperson now that you've mentioned it.
You're welcome, and thank you.
I never thought about it, but
I do hate smoking.
I think you're right. I do hate smoking.
We both have no reason to be passionate about this particular subject. Like, no sad stories or anything. We just were like, you're right. It is sort of gross.
Sucks. Let's not do that.
You want me to be the chosen one? I'm in.
Me? Really?
Anyway, there's weird stuff that happens in corporate, man. The truth is, we're all just human, but there are some lines, and I am happy that the people that are crossing them are on calls with us.
Why does it seem to be us, though? Is it an us problem?
No. Yes.
It's
It
an
is
us
because we
solution.
create a vibe.
A safe space.
You want to smoke? Smoke.
You know what?
You're not in my room.
Whatever.
You're not smoking indoors like I championed not to do. You're smoking in your own indoors. Okay? You're fine.
I was big on not smoking around your children. No secondhand smoke. You know?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Secondhand smoke.
That's good.
Anyway,
It's fine.
in conclusion, weird stuff happens. Actually, I would like for our listeners to document the weirdest stories that they've ever heard.
Oh,
please share them. I would love to share them further on the podcast.
Please.
We definitely have a handful that are like, I will take to the grave, that are like in my vault.
Those are not even for the Patreon.
No, you won't get
Not
them.
even for the paid subscribers.
You will not get them. And it's not about me. Like, I'm happy to show you I'm happy to tell you like the weird things that I've done. I'm not going to do it now because they're too many to list. But like, there are some really weird stuff that if I tell is so specific that like you will know.
Yeah, we
You will
can't.
not get out of
so
me.
we're also safe people to do weird stuff in front of.
Yeah.
Because we're only going to tell it if it's not
Detrimental.
incriminating, and we'll do it anonymously.
Anon, please.
Anon, please, always.
Also, you are absolutely not subscribed to our YouTube channel.
You're not, because it's brand new.
This is brand new.
This is episode 1,
We
baby.
have 2 subscribers. It's me and Sydney. And no, 3. Probably my son.
Probably your mom.
And my mom. Yeah. Yeah. My dad will subscribe too. He'll be like, what's our YouTube? But he will do it.
Great.
Yeah. Okay. So there's going to be 7 by the time you look there. Go subscribe. Help us out.
Thanks. We appreciate it.
Love you.
Like and subscribe.
Share. Tell everyone.